name is Alicia Hansen. Today I am here to speak to you about the use of illicit drugs, which plague our society. For this presentation today, I will focus on the use of heroin and the effects that it has not only on the person using it, but everyone surrounding them. Did you know that 70% of Rhode Islanders died of an overdose this year? Did you know that in Massachusetts, they had 57 deaths caused by an overdose? 37 of which were caused by heroin in 1 week's time. And 2 more deaths are being investigated as I give this speech today. If you thought that was not bad enough, think about this. In an article posted in my local paper, the Providence Journal, I quote, "The number of unintentional overdose deaths in Rhode Island since the start of the year has risen to 75, according to the State Department of Health." That was a special report called "Far More Deaths from Overdoses Than Car Crashes in Rhode Island" this year. You may not think that it's a big deal or even care to listen, but if you listen to nothing else in my entire speech, please listen to this. On February 17, 2014, a beautiful, kind, smart young woman, my dear friend Kristen Kutu, lost her life to a heroin overdose. On this day, her mother, Susan, received a call that would change her life forever. It was her brother. He began to tell her that he had some news about Kristen. As he began to tell her, Sue already feared the worst and had a feeling that this was bad. This is the dialogue that followed. "What is it, Chris?" asked Sue. She could feel that there was a problem. "I just have to tell you something," he said to his sister. "What? What is it?" "I'm sorry, but Kristen passed away." When the police arrived at Sue's door, they told her that, in fact, yes, it was true. Kristen was no longer with us, and that she was found in her car with a heroin needle, and that, yes, in fact, Kristen's uncle was the first on the scene, and when he arrived, she was already dead. She could not believe what they were telling her. She just left, and the last thing that Kristen said to her mother and her mother said to her was, and I quote, "How do I look?" asked Kristen. "Beautiful as always." As Kristen began to leave, Sue called out, "I love you." "I love you too, Mommy." Parents should not have to live without their children. You must realize that by using these drugs, you're not only hurting yourself and destroying yourself physically, but you're doing the same things to the people who actually care about you and love you. There are places to go and people to help. You're not alone and should not have to do it alone. No matter where you live or what state you live in, there is always places to go and a place to reach out to get the help you need. Let this be a lesson to you all and a reminder of how precious life is, not only to yourself, but to those around you. In conclusion, the usage of illicit drugs and overdose is at an all-time high in the state of Rhode Island and across the nation. Getting the help you need and following through is what you need to live a better life, full of family, friends that love and care for you. It may be hard at first, but if you keep up with it, you'll be happy. For those of you who have never touched illicit drugs, or if you know someone, please help those close to you struggling with addiction. For those of you who have never even tried the drugs, then please learn from this and never start. Thank you.